choose Chevy? Chevyland stands apart from the competition. Explore over 12 acres and more than 260 vehicles with truckloads of savings, like $10,000 off select new 2026 Silverado 1500s, 1.9% financing on Blazer and Silverado, plus the Chevyland Advantage, 12 months complimentary maintenance. That's peace of mind, only at Chevyland. And that's why we're #1 in North Louisiana. Come see the difference for yourself at Chevyland, your Silverado headquarters. A better price somewhere else? Good luck finding it. Chevyland is shaking up North Louisiana, moving more Chevrolets than anyone around. And when you move volume, the numbers work in your favor. More inventory, more buying power, more ways to put serious money in your pocket. Choose from over 300 new Chevrolet vehicles priced to move right now. See what happens when pricing is pushed to the edge and the customer comes first. Don't take our word for it. Come see the numbers yourself. Chevyland, your Silverado headquarters.
Alrighty, welcome back, race fans. Tonight, back in action, round number 11 of season 19, the OP Super Speedway Unlimited Series, the 08 of Daytona, the last outing. The last time we was here was not very, let's just say, OP-like. Hopefully tonight is a whole lot different here this evening. Last time they were here, 16 cautions, 11 leaders, 21 lead changes. Yeah, they had a handful of yellows. But, you know, it's a new race. It's a new night. We'll see exactly how it all plays out here this evening. But see Daly out there, Eric, Brendan, Sparks Gamer back up. Of course, that is Forrest out in chat here tonight. How are you all doing? Tonight's race sponsored by Gerry Bergeron out here tonight. Of course, presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. Myself, Joshua Medlock, up here. Mother is not here tonight. Here in a little bit, though. we will be joined in by Andrew Schroeder once he is able to get off work and get home and get everything taken care of. Andrew, unfortunately, going to miss tonight's race, but he did ask if he could jump up here in the booth, and I said, yeah, not a problem. So, Andrew will be here in roughly about 45 minutes or so, maybe a little bit after, not sure exactly how long, but Andrew will be joining us here tonight. Taking a look at our air temp. 83 degrees, track temp of 117, so it is pretty slick out there and a little hot. 100 laps, 250 miles, unlimited tires, 43% on the fuel load here, roughly about 15 to 18 laps on a tank of fuel, give or take plus or minus a few laps depending on if they're saving any or not. Yeah, definitely so. Eggs on the tarmac. Yeah, you got that right. Pit road, of course, 60 mile an hour with a pace speed of 70. Now taking a look here at our point standings here tonight. Note the asterisk by one of the drivers, name Adam KILDAY. Now, next week, we will see a few more names with the asterisk because Adam, well, right now, he's the only driver with the 8 starts coming into tonight with a win on the season. We do have several other drivers, though, that have wins. Gabe Butler, if he's here tonight, then he will of course have his 8 starts, and he will be locked in. Same for VICENTE GUERRERO. He's got a win. If he starts tonight, he will be locked in. Everybody else, though, on the outside looking in, Josh Ball, if he starts tonight and next week, he will have to start both races. Then he will be locked in as well. Stephen Miles has 5 wins on the season. He'll have to get in on points. There's not enough races left in the regular season to get the starts. That is just coming down. That's just coming into tonight. We will see how, everything stacks up, of course, going into next week. But Adam KILDAY already locked in. He's good to go. He doesn't have really anything to worry about. He is our points leader by an outstanding 95 points ahead of Mark Mann, though. Very consistent, Mark Mann. Been really up in the the top 3, top 5 pretty much throughout the season. Not really looked back. I think Mark is pretty much good to go mathematic-wise. I think, just solid finishes, and Mark will be fine. He's a 293. Rick Seabrands, same way with Rick. Rick's been pretty consistent as well. Hanging out in the top, top 3, top 5. He's a 291, 2 behind Mark. Anthony English at 277. They're in 4th, 14 behind Rick. Christopher Jordan in 5th at 276, 1 behind Anthony. Andrew Zanto in 6th at 273, 3 behind Jordan. 4 Sparks in 7th at 271, 2 behind Zanto. Jeff Crosby Sr. in 8th at 261, 10 behind 4 Sparks. Rick Sanchez in 9th at 260, 1 behind Jeff Crosby Sr. And Dave Hunt rounding out the top 10 at 257, 3 behind Rick Sanchez. Gabe Butler in 11th at 254, 3 behind Dave Hunt. Harold Roth 3 in 12th at 232, 22 behind Gabe Butler. Our sponsor out here tonight, Gerry Bergeron, still in the top 16 there in 13th at 231. He is 1 point behind Harold Rothery, and our only tie in the top 16 between Ron Dill and Dana Shepard, tied for 14th at 224, and both of them, of course, 7 behind Gerry. And Dustin Loxton in the top 16 and 16th here tonight at 223, 1 point behind Dana Shepard and Ron Dill. So, you know, points still relatively close. Anybody can still make it inside the top 16. And like I said, a few more drivers will have that lock-in here tonight and next week as well. If they get their 8 starts in and a win. So if we have a driver tonight that's already got their 8 starts and gets their win tonight, then they're automatically in the top in the playoffs as well. They don't have to worry about getting in on points. So, but a pretty good field out here tonight, too. So we'll see exactly how everything stacks up. We're going to step aside, though, and play our national anthem here tonight. So hang tight, folks. Qualifying will be close or underway when we come back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that Star Spangled Banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, 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 brave.
All right. Well, qualifying getting underway here. Perfect timing there. Like I said, we got a really good field out here tonight, too. I didn't count, but I think it's over 30 for sure. And it looks like Eric is going to be picking whoever is 7th in the qualifying. So, taking a look here at who's coming out. We got Everett Lane, Anthony English, Ron at the exit of pit road, Robert Hooligan rolling out here. Harold Rothery, Vicente, Dustin, Adam Kilday. Looks like Jeff Crosby Jr., Jeff Crosby Sr., Ryan Whitaker, Jesse Meyer. Nice to see Tristan back in here on the track. He's rolling out. Joseph Holder already having problems coming out. He's going to have to try it again. Dave Hunt, Gabe Butler, and our sponsor, Gerry, rolling out here. It looks like Elliott, Mann, Seabrand, Zonto, Maestas, Wing Jordan Thompson, Mayor Reynolds, that's Jimmy Reynolds, Overstreet, and Forrest Sparks. Doesn't look like they are coming out yet, but a lot of drivers are already on their first lap here. And we will see who qualifies 7th here. We'll, of course, also see who qualifies on the pole. I bet my money on that man right there, though, Anthony English. I think he'll probably pull it out here. So Ron Walters looks like starting his first lap. And Everett is going to finish his first lap here. as well as Dustin Loxton. Got to finish his first lap. Dustin goes up top. Anthony English, 51.627. That is going to be enough at the moment for the top spot of the 44 of Anthony English. And Robert Hooligan is actually going to beat him out by 0.02 of a second. It's showing, actually, I know, one thousandth of a second right there on the timing screen there. I'm going off of my timing screen, but on the qualifying times, it's got it at 0.02 of a second. However, really, really close there between Robert and Anthony English here. Looks like S.E. Martin is going to be a 51.750. Josh Ball hasn't started his lap yet, nor has James Mayer, Nicholas Wing. Andy Bergeron, 51.741. That's going to be up into 11th. Gabe Butler on his lap, and James Mayer on his lap. I am looking to see I don't see Robert in Discord, so a 51.733 for James Mayer. He's going to go up into 11th. Waiting on several more. Looks like Josh Ball going to finish up his lap. 51.684. Not quite going to be enough. Nick Wing, Dwayne Corbett. And there's Vinny right there. Looks like Vinny with a 51.696. Going to go up into 8th here. Right now, Ryan Whitaker there, Eric, in that 7th spot. And it looks like that might be where everybody lines out here, as Nick Wing is not going to be able to finish his lap. Robert Hooligan is going to grab the top spot here tonight in qualifying. Congratulations to Robert on pole out here tonight. Let's go ahead and get him on the grid here. Robert Hooligan, like I said, with the pole, barely edging out Anthony English there by 1,000th of a second. See just the times there, very, very close indeed. So Anthony going to start on the outside of Robert. Gabe Butler in 3rd, Vicente in 4th, Adam KILDAY 5th, Josh Ball 6th, Ryan Whitaker 7th, Vinny Maestas in 8th, Harold Rothery 9th, and Dustin Loxton 10th. Gerry Bergeron, our sponsor. A big shout out to Gerry, sponsoring tonight's race. He is going to start in 11th. Everett Lane in 12th, Dwayne Corbett 13th, James Mayer 14th, Jeff Crosby Sr. 15th, Andy Bergeron 16th, Jeff Crosby Jr. in 17th, S.C. Martin in 18th, Dave Hunt 19th, and Tristan Perrine there in 20th. Joseph Holder 21st, Ron Walters 22nd, and Jesse Meyer 23rd of the qualifiers. So that's going to put Joe Thompson in 24th, Rick Seabrands 25th, Nick Wing 26th, Andrew Santo 27th, David O 28th, Mark Mann 29th, Christopher Jordan in 30th, Travis Elliott 31st, Jimmy Reynolds 32nd, and Forrest Sparks going to round out the 33 truck field out here tonight. In 33rd, So, yeah, I do not see Robert in Discord at all, so we are not going to be able to talk to him. However, they're rolling off here. Remember, one lap. That is all they get. I think if they wanted to, they could extend it, but ain't really no sense in it. I think everybody will be pretty much caught up by the time we get to the start. It looks like Zonto actually going to start from the pits here in his pit box. So 100 laps out here tonight. No stages at all. It is straight up racing. 2 races left in the regular season. Tonight, the 08 of Daytona, and next week, Talladega. And of course, after next week, we will know who the top 16 is going to be. We've got 3 races in the top 16, 2 races in the round of 8, and then the MaxspeedTV OP Championship. Of course, you know, I sponsored it. However, I wanted to make sure OP was a part of that. So it is called the Mstv OP Championship for that reason. Here we go. Pace truck down to the safety of pit road. Green flag is out. Once here we go. Buggity, 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 folks. We're racing here tonight at the 08 of Daytona. All right. And Zonto with a black flag already. Uh-oh, speeding off of pit road probably. And we see the outside line already forming up. Anthony English, Vicente Guerrero, Josh Ball, Vinny Maestas, GABE, BUTLER. That's some drivers just on the outside. You got the 24 of Everett Lane, the 95 of James Mayer also on the outside. But coming through the tri-oval, first lap going to go to the 44 of Anthony English. 1 lap down, 99 more to go. Yep, that hurts when you're already getting a black flag. And yeah, he's got a black flag. He has not yet come down pit road. I would imagine we will see him come down at some point, but as we see Vicente, and it looks like Josh Ball now back up front here on the bottom side. You got the 14 and the 33, similar looking trucks, probably teammates, and this lap is gonna be Josh Ball here. They are not letting Robert Hooligan lead a lap right now. And Zonto still not down pit road. If he does not come down pit road within 3 laps, it will DQ him. So he is going to have to come down pit road at some point. 3 wide back here already. Oh, that did not take long. So that is the 33. As soon as I can find out. Where's he at? There he is. Jeff CROSBY Jr. Oh, and the 093 anniversary of Tristan. Popping the wall there a little bit. And they are still 3 wide up here. They're going to have to be careful. Going to get back up here on Jeff Crosby Jr. here. He is rolling the outside line with pretty much everybody else that's been rolling the outside, and it's definitely helped him out here to get up into 5th after starting 17th. He just moseyed his way up toward the front. We also have now the 906 of Ryan Whitaker on the inside, who started 7th, which would be Eric's pick out there. It was in the Kogo Pebbles 906 machine, and that lap went to Vicente. Got a pretty good gap back here. That is from, looks like, yeah, Joseph Holder to Andy Bergeron. Now, Andy and company is coming up on this lead pack here. But they are giving some room. I don't know how long that's going to stay that way, but definitely going to have to give some room just in case anything massive was to happen. And y'all know how wrecks go at super speedway racing. When one car wrecks, there's usually 3, 4, 5, 6 other drivers that unfortunately gets involved in it. And yeah, Santo did come down. He is 2 laps down now. It looks like he did get held. So exiting the pits too fast, that is probably what happened. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to start in the pits, I would make sure that you're in the pits, starting in the pits with, you know, a couple of more drivers. I definitely wouldn't do it alone. But then again, that's kind of what makes me a little bit different from everybody else. And Zonto, you know, Zonto was just trying to play it safe, and I get that, I really do. As we see Ryan Whitaker move up to the middle here, 3 wide, Ryan in the middle. This is either going to help or hurt, one of the two. The James Marin, the 95 on the outside. Looks like the 126, 33, 88 still on the bottom here. Here comes the 85. That is Adam KILDAY. We all know Adam very well. Commanding points lead coming into tonight, although Adam is already locked in per his 8 race starts and the win. So he really doesn't have anything to lose, but maybe his pride. But, you know, Adam, he's going to do everything he can to either grab another win or, oh, here we go. We're going to be wrecking. Oh, no. And like I said, when one wrecks, there goes some more in the 126. Goes for a ride, and Adam KILDAY going to get a piece of that one as well. And it looks like something was going on up here. Ooh, 126 of Robert putting it up into the middle here. I wonder if this is actually what caused the shenanigans here. Well, looks like he was actually already in the middle. He got kind of shuffled out. He got put in the middle is what happened. So he got put in the middle and then down into the corner. It looks like him and the 67 might have had a little close encounter right there. And that got Robert kind of all loose, and then more encounters, a little bit of trading paints with not only the 67 but the 906 as well. So a little bit of trading paints going, and then right there is where the 67 is going to get the brunt end of it. Looks like the 093 is going to get a piece. Adams going to catch it. The 18's going to catch it. And then more drivers. The 074 is going to get some of it. Looks like Holder is going to get it as well. And, 67 come down into the 161 of Sparks. Sparks just had nowhere to go. He was actually on the grass and ended up getting caught up in it as well. So first yellow of the evening here is going to bring them all down pit road. No surprise. Well, I have seen drivers starting, kind of do both. They'll pull over and then they'll go to the, like to the end of the line and then come out. And then I've seen them start from their box, and then I've never seen them pull up to the end of pit road. I've never seen them do that, so I don't know if that is even a possibility. Yeah, I don't think you can move up to the end. I think once you start rolling, you have to go all the way out. Other than if you, want to start from the back end, then you have the option to go to the tail end without receiving an EOL. You can do that. That is an option. So. But I've never seen them roll all the way up to the end of the pit road just to start from pit road. I've never seen them do that. Yeah, I know. Sparks just cannot seem to stay out of trouble regardless of where he's at. It looks like Anthony did get a lap led. He gonna fake everybody. Go fake everybody out. And fake it coming down pit road. Looks like we've got Christopher Jordan coming back down pit road. Ryan Whitaker is down pit road here. It's got a black flag. I don't know if it's speeding on pit road or entering a closed pit. We'll find out when we get started here. But a handful of other drivers, too, down pit road. Mark Mann, Rick Seabrand, just to name a few of the other ones. Anthony English, though, is going to be our control car. Now, they have to go on green at all times. So, Anthony, he cannot jump it once he enters the restart zone. They have to go on green at all times. And Dustin is actually going to be on the inside of him here in the 81. That's going to be row 1. Row 2, Jeff Crosby Jr., Vinny Maestas. Row 3, Everett Lane, Josh Ball. Row 4, Vicente, Gabe. Row 5, Harold and Gerry. That's going to be our top 10. Coming to lap number 12. All right, pace car will make the elusive dive to pit road. There it goes down to pit road and into the start zone. Green's back out. Here we go. Anthony back on the loud pedal, and I would assume everybody else is too. Unfortunately, we hate to say it, but cautions can breed cautions, and we don't like it, but it does happen. Of course, if we can get a green flag pit stop in pretty clean, I think we will have several of those green flag pit stops. You gotta worry about the you know, the other side-by-side going on. Ooh, 24 of Everett into the wall. I kind of checked up VICENTE and Harold Rothery back here, but they are okay. Harold did unfortunately have to use his fast repair, as well as S.E. Martin and Robert Hooligan. They do get one fast repair. And having to use it this early in the race is never a good thing. Getting back here to David O here for a second. He's right here with the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds, the 53 of Dave Hunt, the 21 of Nick Wing. So that inside line, it looks like starting to try to get moving, but it's been outside line dominant here early in the race tonight. 100 laps is, you know, the halfway mark to a Daytona 500, but we are not doing a Daytona 500. So 50 laps is going to be our halfway mark here tonight. They don't bump draft on this track. Now, when we get to Talladega next week, I think we'll see a lot more bump drafting. But, you know, you see the 88 back here all over the back end of Vinny. If you get the right drivers together, you can do it. But, whoa, Vinny moving up, seen the gap. That's going to kind of leave Gabe down there with nobody in front of him. Now Gerry is going to have to try to get him up toward the front. The 17, the 53, 51. This is the drivers on the bottom. Going back here to the 15 of Jeff Crosby Sr. You also have Rick Seabrands back here as well. But right now, that bottom line really not going per se. Well, I say that. And it looks like VICENTE dropped it in front of Gabe Butler. And now they've got VICENTE, Gabe, Gerry, Jimmy, Dave Hunt, and a few of the others. And Dustin is leading that outside group and at the lead at the moment. Back here to about Ryan Whitaker, Christopher Jordan, S.E. Martin coming back up through here. Trying to get back up at least to 18th. That's where he started. Currently running in 23rd right at the moment. 67 on the car, on the truck, but it's supposed to be in the 23. But 250 miles, you know, that's, oh no! 33, Jeff Crosby Jr. doing a little bit of a wall scrapage. kind of slowed that outside line up, and that has allowed that bottom line to get rolling here. 33. Supposed to be 22 of Josh Ball. Oh, no! 81 going around. Dustin, we're going to have a big wreck. I think several drivers going to get caught up in this. Let's get on the 81 here of Dustin. He is right up ahead of Anthony. And it looks like right there there's a little bit of rubbing going on there by Anthony English. And right there is where it hooked him. So a little bit of rubbing and a little bit of hooking going on there by the 44 of Anthony English. And that sent the 81 right up into the wall. And, you know, Anthony nowhere to go. He's going to get caught up in it again. Several drivers going to get beat up into this one. It looks like Gerry. Looks like Jeff Crosby Jr. And, of course, Anthony English. Everett Lane, it looks like it's going to squeak through it here. Let's get on the 51. Let me bring up my driver's box here so I can get to them quicker. The 51 of Travis Elliott. Looks like the 15 of Crosby Sr. is going to go through the pits and dodge it. And as well as Travis Elliott as well. They will have black flags, but they will be cleared. The 17 is also going to get a piece of it too. So, man, oh man. All right, well, getting some yellows about every 9 laps. Looks like Josh Ball, VICENTE, going to be the first two off of pit road, followed by Vinny, Harold. Looks like Ryan Whitaker, Everett Lane, Gabe Butler, Ron Walters, Dwayne Corbett, and Jimmy Reynolds. So it looks like Forrest is a lap down here. However, Zonto did not come down pit road here. So technically he is your lead. He's on the lead lap, right up ahead of the leaders here. Now he will have to stay out because if he comes down to pit road, he'll go back. He'll go a lap down again. Unless he got the waiver round. But I don't think he did. Oh, man. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not easy to do. No doubt about it. So, yeah, Andrew Zonto is going to go a lap down again. Yeah, it's not easy to do in these trucks. Now, the older trucks, you know, the trucks they had before the new ones, the drafting was outstanding in those. Well, everybody trying to catch back up here. Got some drivers coming back out onto the track after coming back down pit road. We're on the back stretch here, lap 20 here. It'll be lap 21. So VICENTE and Ball. So Josh Ball will need one more start, which next week. Oh, VICENTE, however, tonight with this start, he's going to be good to go. He's got to win. Gabe Butler's good to go. He's got to win. So these guys locked in now with tonight's start. Here we go. Woo, the 18. A Harold trying to hang on to it here. Well, it popped up on my chat as health. It's because you put in that symbol there and it changed it. It's kind of hard to explain, to be honest with you, but I have to hover my mouse over it in order to see it. You did that with the up there with the wild animals as well, and it changed it to 33 wild animals. It changed it to that instead of 33 trucks. So yeah, that symbol is changing stuff in chat. It's kind of hard to explain what it does. You have to go into chat to yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. All right, well, VICENTE up front now. Single file back to Gabe Butler, Ryan Whitaker. Side by side, though, back behind them, we see the 21. That is, I believe that is Wing. Yeah, Nicholas Wing. He was 3 wide there for a second, but is able to get it back out to the outside. Anthony English in tow right behind him. The 78 of Christopher Jordan. James Mayer down to the bottom. See the 17 of Jimmy Reynolds and down. Getting a good run down on the bottom, but by himself in these trucks, this car, or this track, I don't know if that's a good idea. It looks like he's going to pull it back to the top side here. The 014, Jesse Meyer, he is going to come up here, crack at the top 10 and 10th after starting 23rd. I don't know. It's SkyTech Gaming. But I ain't the one that typed it. You are. So I don't know why it's doing it. It's got to be something to do with YouTube. It's kind of hard to explain what it's doing. Travis Elliott on the bottom here. Now Gerry. chat. Yeah, outside line is the best. Yeah, less bumps. Not a whole lot of wheel hopping, I guess you could say. Oh, we got another yellow though. Oh, and it's gonna be right back here with the 21 and the 70. I believe this is where it's going to start at. Nick Wing. Oh, Anthony English. It looks like getting into the back of Nick Wing. There might have been some check it up going on. Yeah, right into the back of Nick Wing there. And that sent Nick down into the 70, and then Anthony nowhere to go, right into the back of Nick again. And right there, the 21 and the 70 is going to make more contact with one another. And there is the yellow. That's where it's going to come out at here. 44 trying to get it under control here. So, yeah, a little bit of check it up going on. And that's what sent Anthony into the back of Nick. And that's what sent Nick down. And really nothing, I guess, Anthony could have done. I mean, he was right there. He can't really slam on his brakes. So, you know, stuff happens. Yeah, Anthony's a little bit of a magnet tonight. I don't know what's going on with Anthony. I think coming down to the wire here, I think the nerves are starting to get to some drivers out here for sure. I would expect we're going to see some drivers. Yeah, they're going to come down pit road. Looks like Ryan Whitaker has taken his truck behind the wall. So there goes our starting 7th spot driver here tonight there, Eric. I think he's had enough of it here already. He's went ahead and took it behind the wall. Zonto, though, going to get the wave around. I'm going to put him back on the lead lap. So Vicente going to come out first. Josh Ball second. Everett Lane third. Gabe fourth. Harold fifth. Christopher Jordan 6th, Jimmy Reynolds 7th, Robert Hooligan in 8th, Jesse Barnett, Jeff Crosby Sr. 10th, Gerry in 11th, Dwayne in 12th, Travis Elliott 13th, James Mayer 14th, Jeff Crosby Jr. 15th, S.E. Martin 16th, David O 17th, Mark Mann 18th, Rick Seabrands 19th, and Joe Thompson. I haven't really talked about Joe much early tonight here, but right now he's set in 20th, started 24th. I expect Joe to make some runs here later on as we get later on into the race. Right now setting in 20th, Vinny 21st, Joseph 22nd, Andy 23rd, Tristan 24th, Anthony English back into 25th. Not having the night he wanted. Had a good start. Started second, led 3 laps. I know we're still early, a quarter of the way through the race. But unfortunately, Anthony's been kind of caught up into some shenanigans out here tonight. So lights are off on the pace truck once again. I think they're running the same VICENTE service and repair paint from VICENTE. I think that's what Ball is running. Yeah. Yep, same exact paint. And I believe they're in the, well, one's in a Ford, one's in a Chevy, one's black and one's green. So, not fully painted the same, but very, very similar for sure. You definitely can see them coming from a mile away with the green paint on their cars. Or just paint my truck a bright pink color. That way you know I'm coming, or if I'm flipping, you know I'm flipping. Be like, yeah, that's Josh. I don't race, though. I just don't have time for it. Well, all right, here we go. Pace car is down, or truck in this case. And VICENTE on the loud pedal. Ooh, we got some spinning going on back here. And Harold Rothery is having a tough time on the restarts, it looks like. He gets awfully squirrely. Might have to talk to him about that. See what's going on here on the restart. Because it's 2 times in a row he has done that. Josh Ball dropping it down in front of the 14. Now you've got Gabe Butler, Jimmy Reynolds, Jeff Crosby Sr. on the outside here. Jeff Crosby Sr. with a good season. And on of Dwayne Corbett right behind them. Dwayne had a good, solid run Thursday night, I believe it was. Was it Thursday? I know he finished, I believe, last week. He finished in, let me bring that up here, second. So, had a good solid finish last week as well. All right, lap 30 here. Lap 31. Outside line still been pretty much the dominant line. You see all them trouble bumps down there on the bottom, and looks like Gabe Butler is going to drop it down to the bottom. Probably going to go, yep, no surprise. Goes back up to the top side here. Sees Jimmy coming. Not really allowing the 33 or the 14 to get back up there. Yeah, 30% done. Now we are a loading screen. Gonna have some 3 wide back here. That is the 81 coming up the gut. Door to door. The 81 dusted right in the middle. And I'm sitting here literally scratching my head, wondering why he is, going 3 wide here. But then again, that's why they're down there and I'm up here. So I definitely wouldn't be doing it this early. I ate some of that earlier today, bub. That big old bag we bring home from Grandma's. All right, a lot of side-by-side still going on. Single file, though. You get back up toward middle to the back of the field. Looks like the 13 of Andy Bergeron either dropping it back or he's just kind of getting ate up here. Looks like he might be dropping back here. But still side-by-side, you got James Mayer, Joseph Holder, David O, Tristan, Joe, Adam and Andrew back here working together. Now Forrest is up here, looks like with the 29 of Joe Thompson. That is this front pack of cars here. Forrest, you know, really needing a yellow here to get back on the lead lap. Just doesn't want to get any type of X's or anything. Doesn't want to be involved in it. But wants to get that lap back for sure. Oreo donut, huh? Mahi Mahi, that's actually out of Japan, Mahi Mahi. It's a Japanese fish, I believe. Mainly served in Japan, or in, you know, Asia in general. Hawaii, but yeah, it, you know, served a lot in Asian countries. Gabe Butler still holding strong on the outside. This run about 8 laps. We've had a yellow about every 9 laps. Hopefully we can, you know, break that bubble here and, you know, get to some pit stops here. It used to be called, there used to be another name for it. Beanbag toss. We used to call it beanbag toss, and it's you know, it's cornhole, but beanbag toss, cornhole, it's pretty much the same thing. Randy used to play it when he was a kid. So it's been around a while. All right, getting single file now on the bottom. 10 laps into this run. On back in, you got the 15, Jeff Crosby Sr., the 9 of Dwayne Corbett, the 70 of Vinny Maestas. 3 drivers on the outside here. You got the 81 of Dustin as well, 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr., the 46 of David O, as well as the 093 of Tristan Perrine right there as well. Got a lot of movement going on, though. Drivers trying to find the bottom lane, other drivers trying to go top side. Not worried about pit stops, it looks like. Those that, you know, want to go, you know, a couple of more laps. You can't pit from the outside line, so if you want to pit when pit stops happen under green, you are going to have to get to the bottom line. If you are caught on the outside line, well, you're just going to have to go around again and hope that you can get to the bottom. looks like Gerry is going to fall back here. Nice save there by our sponsor out here tonight. Kind of stacked everybody up. Gerry is going to fall way back here, but good save there by the number 1. That definitely could have been detrimental. I mean, losing several spots is detrimental enough, but, you know, if he would have gotten to a wreck, it could have been even worse. Yeah, I tried to change up my throw, and I screwed myself, but, you know, it is what it is. Well, all right, here we go. We're going to have some pit stops here. Josh Ball, VICENTE, Dwayne, S.E. Martin, down pit road. So green flag pit stop. Starting to heat up here, folks. I said 15 to 18 laps. It might even be 13 to 15 here tonight. Might have overshot it by a whole lot. They're about 13 laps into this run now. It looks like Gabe, Jimmy, Senior, May Estes not coming down. Robert Hooligan down pit road, as well as looks like Dustin Logston, Nick Wing down pit road here too. All right, well, let me see here. It looks like he has finally showed up here tonight. Let's go ahead and bring him up here in the booth here tonight. Our favorite driver, our favorite driver in the Jets car, truck, van,
The
whatever he
one
drives,
and only.
Andrew,
That's
out here
me.
tonight. I know I give you a hard time about it, but, you know, I'm just picking on you, buddy.
What's
Now,
up?
glad to see you out there. I know these guys now starting to come down pit road. How was work? And, you know, how you doing, bud?
Just another night. You got a couple guys wrecking there, getting into pits. I couldn't see who it was. Just another night. I got stuck working tonight and next Saturday,
Andrew,
so I'm gonna be missing.
I do not
What?
hear you.
Really? You can't hear me? That's a you problem because they heard me. Can you hear me now?
All right, folks. Well, do y'all hear him?
I hear you. They heard me in 5. Actually, I'm not even in the stream.
Okay, you can hear him, but I can't. All right. Well,
Turn me up.
I am not sure what's going on. Oh, we've got a yellow, though. Okay, I don't hear Andrew at all.
They don't hear me now? You probably have me muted.
All right. Hang
got me
on
muted.
just a second, Andrew. I'm going to have to, it looks like, jump out of Discord here and jump back in because I do not hear you. So hang on just a second.
All right.
Alrighty, folks, hang on just a second. I'm going to have to reset Discord here because I do not hear him. So let me get it launched here and get it all updated. I know we had a yellow here too, and I don't know what is going on here.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Andrew, you got me?
I hear you.
Uh,
Oh boy.
Andrew, you there?
I'm here.
There we go. Okay, I had to go.
Oh, you had me muted, didn't you? You don't want to hear me no more.
No, I had to.
You ain't the first one.
I had to jump. I had to change Discord. It changed my headset for some reason.
My sound has been all messed up too. I just can't get it
Oh.
right.
All right. Well, I know.
So yeah, I got stuck working late. So this week and next week I won't make it, but I'll be in here with you this week and next week.
Oh man. All right. Well, I know we had a yellow here. It looks like oh no. It's like several drivers got caught up in this, and unfortunately, I can't go back and look at what happened. But I think
I think
Vinny
Rothery was part of it. I'm trying to find
Rothery.
it myself. Yeah. I heard them
Oh.
talking in game.
Oh, no. Okay, I think Jeff Crosby Jr. was also a part of it as well. Oh, no.
Looks like there were some issues coming out of the pits here.
Okay, well, let's see here. What happened?
Looking like Rothery spun his tires coming out on that green flag stop and got into. I'm not sure who's on the 70 right now. Vinny.
Vinny.
Vinny. Yeah. And then they just
Okay.
killed each other.
All right, well, let's see here. Yeah, I see Vinny and. Oh, yeah, coming out of the pits here. So, yeah, I'm going to go back and take a look here. It looks like Vinny right there. Oh, yeah, right down into the 70. They glitched into one another, but, you know, it was kind of a little bit too late. And then right there, the 70 gets clobbered. And that, of course, affected several.
This being 08, it's a tough one, and the track's
Yeah.
130 degrees, so and
Oof.
it's green flag stop. So if anything, you're maybe taking laps. So I'm sure that somebody got into it a little too hard getting out the pit road, and there's a huge bump just when you get out on this track past the line, and if you don't hit it right, you're spinning.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, 130 degree track temp. See, we didn't start at 130.
It's getting up there. That's hot.
Yeah, it's definitely hot. Yeah. But so you've got to work next week as well, huh?
Yeah, gotta close. Yeah, just a lot going on at work, so it just is what it is.
Well, tell them you got racing to do.
Well, I gotta tell the bill collectors that. They don't care. It's just the bill collectors that care. You gotta pay them bills.
Yeah, definitely so. Well, looks like Tristan went ahead and took his truck behind the wall. Robert Hooligan, Vinny.
Yeah.
Looks like several drivers went ahead and took it behind the wall out here. Now let's see, Forrest is still a lap down, so.
I say we pull up the old Mark Man here before we go green.
Well.
See what he's doing.
I think we need to wait a minute.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well.
We got Mark Man. We got all them guys to pull up. They want to talk.
No, they don't. No, they want to get jinx. That's what they want to do.
We can make them talk. I told Mark, I said I'm gonna have him pull you up when you're getting ready to green flag pit stop.
Yeah, I would not.
The most when you need to concentrate.
Yeah, I would not do that in a heartbeat. Now, I don't even like pulling up James Mayer under green flag conditions. I don't. It's just something that I've never done, and I hate doing it.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Did you see who's pulling for a hat trick tonight? Bergeron, old Andy Bergeron won Monday and Wednesday. He can pull up tonight. It'll be the hat trick. I'm pulling for him.
Yeah. Well, I don't broadcast Wednesdays, so
Yeah.
Yeah. But wow, so he won Monday. Well, of course he won Monday. I was there.
He won Wednesday.
Wow.
So let's hope we can get the hat trick tonight. It'd be awesome. I've been racing with Andy for a long time. He's a good guy.
All right, coming to the restart here. It'll be lap 46. We got Holder, Butler, Lane, Reynolds, Rothery. Rothery's been having some issues on the restart here. And, taking a look at the track temp, I think I know why now. Cold tires, hot track, make some spin.
Yeah, you're going to get some spin here if they're not careful. These guys know what they're doing.
Okay. Oh, he almost did it there too, but that one was a little bit better. Back underway here. Several drivers a lap down now. David O, Forrest Sparks. Both of these drivers 1 lap down. Josh Ball is 2 laps down, and Jeff Crosby Jr. is on pit road 2 laps down. He does. Oh, no. Yeah, he does not have a fast repair left either. So Yeah, that hurts. When you don't have a fast repair left, you know, had to use it early.
Oh yeah.
That hurts.
It's never fun.
Yeah, well, you've been there quite often
all the
there,
time.
Schroeder.
I like to hang out in the back for a while. I'm not one to run up front most of the time. I don't
Yeah.
even qualify half the time.
Well,
It's just-
I know you've had some pretty good runs these past couple of weeks, and you know, I know it hasn't worked out for you, you know, but you know, still having those runs, man. I guess it's, you know, kind of got your confidence up a little bit.
I don't know. I've been running OP since 2018. I still don't have a Monday win. I have a bunch of seconds, but no win on Monday yet.
Oh man,
I got a bunch on Saturday and Wednesday, but nothing on Monday. I need one. It's been a while for OP since I've had a win.
Yeah, definitely
Just,
so.
I kind of like to keep myself clean for a while, and I always get caught up in stuff at the end. It just never fails. And I make my own mistakes too. We all do.
Yeah, end up doing something stupid, shoot yourself in the foot. You know that. Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah.
You know, I did it Wednesday night playing cornhole. I decided to change my throw up for, you know, the first couple of games, and well, that hurt me in the end. You know, if something's working out for you, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't
you
fix
know?
it. I was just gonna say that's what my dad would have said.
You know.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep. So that hurt me in the long run, but you know, I learned from my mistakes, and you know, I'll go back to my regular throw, and we'll go from there. You know.
It's a game just like this, you know.
Yeah.
Things could be worse, you know. At the end of the day, it's just a video game, so it can be frustrating at times, but you get over it pretty quick.
I think I would beg to differ, and I think there's going to be some people out there that would argue that comment there, Andrew.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you probably got people, I didn't look, you're probably going, it's not a video game, it's a simulator. Germany saying he'd wreck me for a Klondike bar. I bet you would.
Now, you don't have to do much, Bob. He'll do it himself.
Yeah. This is a tough track, man.
Yeah,
this
it is.
Oh, 08. Oh, 08 always I couldn't imagine. What, at 130 degrees?
Oh, man.
It's all right now, but we get down to the end of this, these guys are going to start running 3 wide. It ain't going to be fun.
No, we've had some 3 wide already tonight, but I think right now they're doing a lot more single file, which, you know, I think that's the smart thing to do. Uh-oh.
Brooks Seabrands and Anthony, looks like Anthony English. Rick's in the grass.
Yeah, Rick's in the grass, and looks like he is going to be able to pull it back up onto the racetrack, but boy, he's got company coming too.
Yeah.
He's going to
see old Seabass back there. I didn't see what happened to him. I must have missed it.
That is actually not Seabass.
No? Oh, I thought I see 23.
No, that's S.E. Martin.
Yeah. Old Seabass's number, huh? It is S.E. Look at Jimmy Reynolds up there.
Yeah, Jimmy's been running strong here. I mean, he started back in 32nd, but it didn't take him long to get up toward the front. And we are, of course, at the halfway mark here tonight, too. So big shout out to Gerry Bergeron sponsoring tonight's race. One more race left in the regular season, Andrew. And I know you'll be here, but you're not gonna be on the track. So
I was up in there for the playoffs, but yeah, like I said, I gotta work. You know?
Well, it's Talladega. I know it's a totally different animal. You know, from all the way to Daytona. We're going to see a lot of 3 wide next week, but with it, the final race of the regular season, I think there's going to be a lot more at stake, and I think we're going to see a lot more action.
Absolutely. You're going to see a lot of bonsai and there'll be some hurt feelings at the end of that race. Absolutely going to get them guys that are just trying to get in and get that last spot, or gonna do things that they normally wouldn't do.
Yeah, definitely so. Well, like I said, folks, being joined up here by our favorite Jets driver right here tonight, Andrew Schroeder. So I like to give Andrew a hard time about it. At least he knows what kind of truck to drive. You know, at least he drives a Dodge.
Dodge?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so.
I come from a Mopar family. Huh? Yeah. If I didn't,
Wow!
I wanted to say, if my pop was around and I wasn't driving a Dodge, he would put me in a dumpster. So,
Head first, right?
God rest his soul, yeah.
Oh, looks like, man. Well, James Marin Santo had a problem here just a second ago, and now, man, Santo trying to make a run up to the front here. Started 27th, currently running in 10th, 11th right now, side by side with a 95. Now that is the 33. Well, 22. Supposed to be the 22. No, do they ever?
I hate that. It makes it hard for you, you know? Makes it hard for you.
Supposed to be the 22 of Josh Ball, but Josh Ball, he is a couple of laps down here, right behind the 78. Yeah, it makes it a little difficult at times, for sure, but, you know, by the time the race is done and completed, then I pretty much, you know...
When I'm racing, I know everybody, I pretty much know everybody by their paint. I always get screwed up when somebody changes their paint, you know? That's how I know. The old Yeti truck, Rick ran, you know, so...
Yep, and then, of course, you have the Reynolds Rab, which, you know, that's Hunter and Jimmy, so...
Hunter and Jimmy,
yeah.
Dave's always running the Guinness paints.
Yeah, Dave Hunt's usually running, if he doesn't change it up, he's usually running a Embry-Riddle paint, so...
Yeah. That's... When you race with these guys enough like I do, you just kind of learn the paints. You really don't... Because you just don't have time to look. The numbers are so small in the back of the truck.
Yeah. Yeah, I know,
I'm too dumb to look at the relatives and not wreck, so...
Ron Dill's out there in chat. He said his is always different. And I know, I know that for a fact. He changes
What's up, Ronnie Deal?
Yeah, he changes his up about every hour or so. You know.
I change mine up, but I always try to run the same kind of... I run pretty much the same colors.
Well,
you know, that or the Yankees team, one of the two.
You usually, on your vehicles, you usually have a Jets logo somewhere on your vehicle. So, you know, if at any point in time Schroeder's missing a Jets emblem, I think he's sick.
Even my Yankees truck's got a small Jets emblem on it. I'm just I'm a born sufferer, man. It's football season coming up in the next, well, couple days, actually. It's not hopeful. I'm just going to stick to watching racing, and the Jets ain't ready to do nothing yet but disappoint me. So. Yeah, Bubba, the one I'm running now, Bubba Winningham made for me. He's been I've been lazy with doing my paint, so I've let him do it. He did the picture of me, and that's actually me on the truck. So Bubba does some good ones now. He's getting good with that AI stuff.
Yeah, he is. Well, it looks like Dustin Luxon coming down pit road here. He's been out here 15 laps, so that's about right. Had to change it from my 15 to 18 to my 13 to 15 because I kind of overshot the amount of laps. I do OP, 3 nights a week, and I do CFM on Sundays. You know, every night's different when it comes to fuel. So it's really kind of hard to keep up with when it comes to, the amount of laps they can go. Because, if it's 45% fuel, they would probably be able to go the 15 laps. But it's only 43% fuel. So... they're really pushing 15 if they're going 15 laps.
I'm sure Dave's going to be a lap or two shorter. Or, I don't know, with Jimmy pushing, So we'll see here. I don't have everything up because I was rushing to get in, so I don't even know how many laps these guys have on this run right now.
Are you in chat?
Too much.
Are you watching chat, Andrew?
I am. I see Jeremy. I'm not in Jersey no more. I moved out. I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm about 15 minutes north of the racetrack, Pocono racetrack.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised you didn't.
I moved out here.
Surprised you didn't change your team. Oh, we were gonna have a yellow when we had drivers starting to come down pit road too, and it looks like Zonto having problems. it looks like he got a little bit too pedal heavy coming out from pit road. But I don't think that would cause the yellow.
I don't know. I have it set to show me the crashes on
Yeah.
iRacing, but it didn't switch, so I'm like I said, I'm a little
Yeah.
not ready
Well,
yet here. I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to watch your broadcast, and I'm in the game watching. It's a little bit tough.
it looks like it might have been Zonto because I don't see anything else that would have caused that, because there's the pace truck there going back onto the replay here.
I'm curious to why you threw that. He was down.
Yeah.
He was down like on the road course.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't get it.
I don't. Well, was it an iRacing or was it an ad? I'm assuming it was an iRacing. They wouldn't throw it for one.
No, they wouldn't throw it for one, so it had to have been. It had to have been an iRacing caution.
They've been pretty. It's been pretty. That's where I'm looking for. Not. It doesn't. You never know when it's gonna throw it. 1 second you could be stopped on the track spinning and it won't throw it, and then you could be slow and it'll throw it. So you just never know. You never know how the iRacing cautions are gonna fall.
That is strange that was a yellow, but you know it's a yellow, so that's just kind of what we got to go with the flow here. Gabe's gonna lead them all down pit road here. No surprise, they've been out here at about anywhere between 13 and 16 laps. So, everybody definitely coming down pit road.
Sure, there's a couple guys in there that are happy that came out. This is a tough track to try to pit at 130 degrees. So I know if I was in there, I'd be super happy that caution came out. Even for guys that have been doing it for a while, like me, it's tough.
Yeah, definitely so.
It's tough to pit here under green when it's that. It's tough to pit here under green when it's not hot.
No. That looks like Jeff Crosby Sr. going to be the first one off of pit road with Jesse Meyer, then Harold Rothery, Gabe Butler, Everett Lane, Jimmy Reynolds, Travis Elliott, Anthony English, Christopher Jordan, James Mayer. That's the top 10 off of pit road. Now, let me go ahead, and we wanted to bring in this guy up here in the booth here. So let's go and get him up here real quick. Mark, man, buddy, got a copy?
Yo, what's up?
Hey, man. Well,
Mark, man.
I know you're hanging back out right now in 14th, and I know you started 29th, and I think you're set pretty comfortably in the point standings. But I know that win is, man, that is being elusive to you right now. What's it going to take to, grab the victory out here tonight, or even next week to, finally get that, yeah, that lock.
Yeah, dub.
Yeah, that dub, that lock in, buddy.
Well, luck, and I need Schrody Goat to be riding in our channel with us to coach me up, man.
These guys like to use me to save fuel, so they're probably struggling tonight.
We're struggling a little bit. We don't have Schrody to save fuel behind, so no. But all things serious, I think it's going to take. Hopefully, if we get a green flag pit stop, I usually do okay on getting track position. Then I usually don't have a very good chance of winning any of these. I sneak one once in a great while, and but I'd love a top 10. I'd be happy with
130 degrees, so
hot track temp. James Mayer's having a super time. It's great, dude.
He's a big fan of 08.
Jim loves 08.
Big fan. He'd run this every week if he could.
I think a lot of luck and track position at the end. I'm not worried about track position quite yet. Probably in about another 10-15 laps is when you probably have to start looking at some track position. If we get a green flag pit stop, you don't want to do it from 20-30th place. You'll be too far back.
Yeah.
That front group will just pull away. So good clean pit stop if it comes to that, or slow track position, avoid the wrecks, and sometimes I feel like I'm in a class for wreck avoidance. So hopefully we keep that to a minimum.
Yeah, no, all righty, Mark. Well, it looks like you guys are going to be ready to go by green here, so I'm not going to keep you, buddy. Good luck for the rest of the race out here tonight. We'll see what happens.
All
Good
right,
luck,
bro.
buddy.
We'll see you later.
All right, well, that is Mr. Mark Man down there. Of course, it looks like they like using Andrew out here tonight.
Oh, yeah. I'm the old football. I love racing with them guys, man. I wouldn't. That's what keeps me around, racing with that group of guys. So. Wouldn't change it for the world.
All right, well, Jeff Crosby Sr. and Jesse Meyer are going to be up front. Of course, they got to go on green at all times. They cannot jump it.
That's his name, Cousin Jesse.
Cousin Jesse.
A lot of guys we have nicknames for out here. Some of them I can tell you, some of them I can't.
Yeah, let's go ahead and
I can tell you on YouTube. I can't tell you on YouTube.
Right.
But Cousin Jesse's one of them.
Here we go. Boy, Gabe Butler gave that number 15 a shove. And, well, if I'm Jeff Crosby Sr., I'm staying topside there with the 88. That's exactly what I would be doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That top is strong.
Yeah, that top is where you want to be. And it looks like Jeff Crosby Sr. is going to do just that. And I think that's a smart move. Stay up top until you do have to make that dive down to the bottom. Or if you see, maybe the 88 or the 17 going to the bottom, then, possibly go. But other than that, I would stay topside. I would not go to the bottom.
I would stay right behind Crosby, save that. I'm not Gabe. Gabe's a hell of a lot better driver than I am, but if that's me, I'm staying up there right behind, saving fuel.
Yeah.
Just if it turns into a fuel mileage race, which I'm not quite sure because I don't have the numbers in front of me, but it'd be good to have an extra lap or two.
Gabe's already got a win on the season, and tonight puts him in that 8th start, so he's already locked in per tonight, so he's good to go.
Yeah, but he's a race car driver,
yeah,
man.
I know.
Just because you won that was last week or the week before. This is a whole nother week. You want to win them all. So.
I know. But you also want to, be conservative too. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But he's got nothing to lose. So
exactly. Yeah.
Absolutely go for that win. I don't blame him.
Yeah, and
if anybody can do it, Gabe can. He's a hell of a driver.
Yeah, and to crunch the numbers here, 43% fuel, so 43 to. Looks like 13 to 15 laps roughly. I would say more closer to the 15 mark. I think they can go 15 laps on a tank of fuel. We're setting that now lap 63 of 100. So, they're going to have to at least pit.
Right.
At least once.
Yeah.
Possibly twice.
I got the feeling, though, they're not done wrecking, so. It looks like everybody's in the top line, one line here,
yeah.
So it may just stay calm for a while, but if we do hit a green flag stop here, it'll make things a little different.
Yep, everybody single file all the way through the field.
Yeah.
Well, now we've got somebody peeking out going to the bottom. Christopher Jordan got a bag.
Yeah.
This is back here with Mark Mann, David O. It looks like Zonto. Whoa, Jordan got a little bit bent out of shape there.
Well, I feel once we get longer into this run, some of these guys in the back are going to want to move up front if we get a green flag stop. Because like Mark was saying, you don't want to pitch far back like that. You want just in case you have a little bit of a whatever, you have a second or two to not lose the pack. But if you're in the back when you get into the pits, you've got no room for error whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
I would expect to see Mark and Rick and those guys start to move their way up once we get to the end of this run. It looks pretty calm for right now.
For now, yep. 4 or 5 laps into this run. I know we had some guys come back down pit road. Anthony English, Travis Elliott, James Mayer, Andy Bergante, Jordan, Joe, Zonto, Rick Seabrands, Mark Mann. These guys only been out here 1 lap difference between everybody else. And that 1 lap, I don't think it's really too much right now. But, if you got later on into the race and, that 1 lap difference could make a difference. But right now, I don't see it really being a big problem.
I'll tell you what, racing with Jim, all-the-time Jim there.
Yeah.
He's like the fuel calculator guy. If he tells you to pit, you pit fuel. So I would assume if he went with that group, I think I see him out there. Is he still out there?
Yeah, old James is out here.
When Jim says go, you go.
So when
We'll
he
see.
says go down pit road, you go down pit road.
He says it's time for fuel. We
Yeah.
go.
Oh, okay, all right. What if he's playing the fibbing game on you, and he just wants you to pit just so he can get the better finish? Yeah.
You know, me, Mark, Rich, Jim, we all race 4 or 5 nights a week, so together. So I trust them.
You know, I'm just saying, you know, because I would be that guy.
Absolutely.
You know, are you sure about that?
Yep. When it's down to the nitty gritty down here to make the playoffs, these guys get pretty like we have a good time in Discord, we laugh, but
Yeah.
it'll get serious. Looks like we're 3 wide.
Three wide, yep.
The
That's the 45, Joseph Holder, yeah.
He's pretty calm. It looks like we're gonna file out here.
And the 9, that's the 9 right there. Dwayne Corbett in the middle of it. Boy, this could get a little dicey if they don't get it figured out.
I don't. How many laps are we into this run?
This lap will put it on 8-lap run. So 7, 8.
So you're gonna start seeing some of these guys try to move back up to the front because good chance we'll get a green flag on top here.
Vicente's been out here 13 laps.
Vicente's another one you gotta watch.
Yeah.
He'll be up there at the end as long as he can keep it clean.
Yeah. I know Vicente, he needs to start. Well, tonight, same with Gabe. Tonight with this start, you know, that puts him in that automatic top 16. So, you know, he's good to go. He doesn't really have anything to lose. It looks like Gabe is going to shoot down to the bottom here. That's going to put the 17 and the 15 top side. And it looks...
Look who's up there.
Yeah.
In the bottom second row. Old Bergeron going for, I'm telling you, I'm pulling for Andy. I want to see that hat trick. He can do it.
I would love to see old Senior bring one in.
Senior too.
Yeah.
Senior too.
Oh, no. Speaking of Senior, got down in there.
Save it, Andy. Oh, Andy, save it.
Yeah, he's trying.
There we go.
He did.
That was
Oh,
a
and
hit.
now they're wrecking
They're wrecking behind.
Yep. Oh, no.
So much for that green flag stop.
Yeah, that's gonna really check it up here. Let's get over here to the 13 of Andy Bergeron, because I know this is where it all kind of all started. It kind of checked everybody up, and it kind of all mayhem here. We're gonna see the 15 here come down. Did the 17 maybe get into the back of the 15?
Looks like Jimmy might have got
Yeah,
it. Looked like he
did.
went to push him in. And Senior kind of moved down a little bit, and Jimmy caught him in the right rear and shot him down into Andy.
Looks like he
Just
did.
a racing deal.
Yep, right there. Shot him right down into Andy. Yep, and then that kind of stacked
Bad
Andy
place
up.
to push.
And then it was
That's
on
a
from
bad
there.
place when it's 130 degrees. It's real. I mean, and I know for 100% fact that Jimmy didn't do it on purpose. It's just, and Senior checked up a little bit or moved down, and it just sucks.
All right, and I'm trying to get back here to the 45 of Joseph Holder because this is where the actual wrecking really started. The 9 of Dwayne Corbett, nowhere to go, right into the back end of the 45. That shot the 45 right into the 1 of Gerry. That shot Gerry right back up into the 51. And it was kind of on from there, too. It does look like the 78 of Christopher Jordan and Zonto. Looks like there was some shenanigans going up here with the 18 of the 06. And, you know, that kind of got them going spinning. So, golly.
It's super hard to see when you're not in the car. But, man, those checkups happen so fast that sometimes you don't even know they happen till after you hit somebody. It's just, that's just how it is, man. And that just kind of looked like that was Corbett didn't get the memo on the checkup. And just a chain reaction. It happens a lot. So it's easy to sit out here when you're watching going, oh, why didn't he slow up? But when you're driving and you're like paying no attention to 100, and a lot of them guys were probably getting ready for their pit stop and setting their their tires and all that. And just a little checkup when you're not 100% looking out front. It's that's what happens.
Yeah, all right. Well, it looks like I am trying to see here.
We should, if we have a sec, we should bring up Andy. Coach him up on that hat trick where he's trying to get. I know he, he is. He's out there. He didn't get part of that. I think he got probably a little damage, but not much.
Well, I am trying to find Jeff Crosby Jr. here real
Oh,
quick.
oh,
So there he
Another good
is.
one.
Yep, there he is right here. Jeff Crosby Jr. Down there, unfortunately, out of the race here. But, buddy, I mean, still pretty strong. You know, I know you've got some, looks like some work still cut out for you, you know, going into next week. But nonetheless, man, how you doing out there here tonight, bud?
Hey, doing good, man. Just chilling tonight.
Just chilling tonight, huh? Well, it looks
Yeah.
like your dad's having fun.
He's doing good.
It is good to see him up front, really. Is.
Yeah, he's been doing really well lately, man. It's gonna be kind of a weird ordeal. He's got knee replacement surgery coming up soon, so he's gonna be out for a little bit.
Oh no.
So he's been racing hard the last couple
Well, that's
weeks.
good, though.
Well, you
Good
know,
to see him up there.
and this is gonna bring up a question that I'm gonna go ahead and ask you. You know, I don't know when his surgery is gonna be, but you know, if he makes it into the chase, is it gonna affect that?
Oh yeah, he won't be racing.
Okay.
So whatever driver is there. At
Okay.
You
17th or
know, I
whatever.
heard Santos could coach him up on how to use a controller. I don't know how these guys do it, but
I don't know.
know
I don't think he's gonna do that. But
how.
no, he's in confident spirits, man. He's just rolling, man.
Yeah,
Doing
really.
whatever he's got to do.
Yeah, I mean, he has come a long way, and you know, and it's really showing out there on the track. I know I've mentioned it to you several times, and I respect it. I mean, your dad has really come a long way, and you know, now he is up here battling, you know, like Gabe Butler and Jimmy, and really holding his own, and really, I guess I wouldn't say mocking the other drivers, but he's going with who he thinks will have the run, and I think that's what you got to do. You've got to go with the flow, you know.
Well, Gabe is a good guy to be behind, man. So,
Yeah, he just wants to be kind of consistent. He doesn't care about winning. He really doesn't. He just wants to be in the group. You know what I mean? He just wants to mimic those drivers that are usually up front, and I don't know. He's staying confident. He just wants to be up front. That's all he's wanting to do. He doesn't care about winning. He really doesn't.
He just wants to, you know, have that consistency to show that, hey, you know, I'm up here, you know, I'm consistent, and guess what? Y'all can stay behind me.
Exactly. Yeah.
nothing cooler too to see a father-son combo.
Yeah. I wish we had more. Got him into it a couple years ago, and I wish we could have more in OP. We got Jimmy and Hunter, senior and junior here, but I don't know. It'd be kind of cool if we can get more into OP.
Yeah. All right, looks like
they're getting ready here.
Yep.
Let's get a little restart here. Let's go.
See who's gonna spin tires on this hot track.
No, yeah, this is going to get crazy here. Here we go, folks. Coming to the restart. Green's back out once again, and I think everybody got a good start there.
Good push by Senior on Gabe. Looks like everybody's just being nice and calm. Not being too overly aggressive.
So we got a long race here. So we got a couple more cautions, maybe a couple more pit stops going.
Should need one stop, but this right? When they get into a tank?
It's about 15. You can get about 15, close to it.
Yeah, 13 to 15 is what I've got. Well, I put down 15 to 18, not realizing it, and then I realized, wait a minute. No, it is 15 to 18, or 13 to 15, so...
I'd say 15 if you're kind of back in the pack. And
Looks like they second little pack back there with Nick Wingley. Those guys better get on line and push. Although that might be a safe spot right about now.
Yeah. Now I'm kind of keeping an eye on it here. I mean, I've got, you know, several cameras I can go with, so.
They're gonna start moving on. We got Jim in that little group. Start heading their way up there.
Those are two of the greatest. They know how to make their way up to the front. They know how to do it.
Now, lap number 74 here. It'll be lap 75 next time by, so.
Can't count out Adam Kilday.
Nope.
Another Hall of Famer.
Adam Kilday, he opened up the season with, you know, in kind of dramatic fashion, you know, 3 straight wins to open up the season. That pretty much set him up for, you know, possibly, I would say, the regular season champion. You know, he's 95 points ahead of Mark Mann coming into tonight. So I think you could probably honestly say, Adam Kilday is your regular season champion, even though it's not technically done.
Yeah. No, if anybody can do it.
Yeah.
For the minimum, or for the starts that he has in OP, he was the quickest. And well deserved, though.
Absolutely. He went from, I remember when he came in. I remember when he came in, Gathright and all them guys. He just kind of hung around the back for a while, and then he started winning. And he has just been a monster since.
Are you talking about Joshua Gathright?
Kilday. Get Josh Gathright.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Came in with him, yeah.
Yep, I know Gathright.
However, he's been for a long, long time. I actually brought Gathright to know me. But yeah, Adam came in, man, he was quiet, and then he just started winning.
I started broadcasting OP on Wednesday nights. I remember that clear as day. And then, of course, I got moved to Saturdays and pretty much been with y'all ever since. So, you know, I've been broadcasting since 2016, so I don't know exactly when I picked up OP. I couldn't even tell you when, to be honest with you. Been a while.
We've all been around a while.
Yeah.
This is one of the longest super speedway leagues still running.
Yep.
Everything goes through ups and downs. I feel like OP is starting to come back to the up. And,
Oh.
I saw it too.
Dustin, yeah. It's
They're trying to make that outside line work.
that wreck with Dad coming to Andy. That was just, I guess, Jimmy kind of caught him on the right rear there at that last wreck.
Nah, I got the vibe. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna chill out. I could have ran a little bit more. I would have been damaged a little bit, but
Sometimes it's not worth being in the way.
nah, just it would have been cool just to be out there, but I was just like, hey, no, just let these guys run. I don't know Saturday. I mean, this was like my 27th start on Saturday, so it's like,
I have
These
ADD,
guys.
so I get bored when I'm running around half wrecked by myself.
all good.
Oh, that's
These guys are running well.
Yeah.
They're playing the game. I mean, we're on lap 78 here, so like they're coming to the last caution here, like pissed off here, and
coming down to 20 to go here too. Here in just a handful of laps, about 2 laps. So I mean, this will be, you know, one more stop. I think it's just going to take one more stop. That's it.
I feel like it's going to be close, though.
Yeah, it'll be close.
Can he do it? I mean, he's leading, so I don't know. I think he may be banking on a caution, which I feel like we're going to have.
Getting a little wiggly back here with that Yoo-Hoo truck, the 014 of Jesse Meyer.
If we get down to 10 laps, he's got to get desperate.
Yeah. Lap 79. They've been out here 9 laps. So, you know, if they go to the now, I think at this point, guys, Andrew, Jeff, y'all race, y'all know. You know, I think right now the point is you just got to run it out as far as you can run it. There's no short pitting now. You've got to just go until you can't go no more.
You got to go.
So if you get to, say, you know, 15 to go, which would be 15 laps into your run, that is going to be close on fuel. If you can save, I guess, what would you say, maybe a lap? You can't save much because you're going to have everybody screaming down your necks, but if you can save at least a lap, I think you're setting yourself up for a good finish.
Somebody, look, saving fuel under green is another art.
True.
It's harder than what people think.
There's guys in here I know for a fact will clutch it in the pack under green flag.
How in the world do they do that?
Anytime I try it, I'm going to wreck the whole field, so I don't do it, but there's guys in here that
There is one that's pretty good at doing it, and he's not racing tonight. It's Peter Kamusha.
Oh.
Yeah, he's one.
He is one of,
is another one that's
Anthony's very good at it too. Yes.
Yep.
They can clutch it under in the pack?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's why he's won so many races, man. He knows what to do with his car.
God, I don't know how they do that.
It's not clutching for a long time, but it's everything you're doing, it adds up.
Yeah.
A half a lap of fuel is a lot.
Yeah. All right. Cross the stripe. There we go. That's taking us to 20 to go here tonight. The OP Super Speedway Unlimited Series, round number 11. The old weight of Daytona, sponsored by Gerry Bergeron. I've got Andrew Schroeder and Jeff Crosby Jr. up here in the booth with me tonight. Kind of letting them talk their heads off here as we get to the wire here, guys. And I know we're coming down to the final pit stops here, but I think we're going to see a yellow between now and the end of the race. Possibly now before we get to, you know, pit stops. What do you think? Y'all stay? I don't know.
I don't know what to say.
They seem stagnant right now, so I feel like they're definitely making on this green flag pit stop here.
That's pretty much it. You're gonna start seeing all them guys on the top move down. The big thing about this though is when you get them guys that you get down, that's when your checkups start happening. You can get wrecked very easily, especially on a hot track like this.
Eric W. out there.
But I gotta feel like you're gonna see Rick and all them guys moving to that outside to get a couple spots. They're way in the back and they're not gonna want to pit under green that far.
Yeah, they're gonna have Eric out there with 15 laps per tank with 20 to go. They're gonna be pitting here at about 3 laps. That's gonna be 15 laps. That's gonna put them with 15 to go. With 15, it's going to be close on fuel, Eric. So
I see 84, 85 here. 84, 85. They're going to start making some moves here.
Really? You think they're going to do it early?
Yeah, I mean, especially if you think a caution's going to come out. I mean,
that one you got some planning going on between Senior and Gabe here.
Huh.
I keep thinking that 33 is you, Jeff.
It's
not.
No,
that's ball.
Oh, so Josh is going to stay up here.
Yep.
With the lead lap.
Yep.
See,
Good for Gabe,
yeah,
though.
Yeah.
That's going to help the 88 save a little bit of fuel, but I don't think it's going to be enough. They're still going to have to come down pit road.
I've seen Gabe be wilder than fuel, so, man, if anybody can still have another
Okay,
yeah,
hold on.
We got
We
Harold.
got 4 pitting.
Yep, Harold Rothery's coming down. Dustin's coming down. Let's see. Dave Hunt. Mr. Controller Man himself. Zonto.
Hey,
Like
there you go.
want to try to get one more lap out of
I don't know how he does it with a controller, but I've tried it. It's not easy. I do better with my mouse and keyboard, so.
KILDAY here is going to be pitting, and you got Gerry's going to be pitting.
Oh, wow.
I see some people pitting here. There's going to be a lot of pitting here.
I know Adam just called it out in the game, so he'll be definitely bringing a few with him.
Yeah.
I know Senior's going to follow Gabe. So
We got Jimmy.
there we go.
Yep.
Cousin Jesse. Oh, the 45 is gonna. Oh, he's gonna kill Cousin Jesse.
Oh,
they're wrecking.
no. Yep, there we
No.
go. Pit road
45 just
problems.
got in too hard.
Yep, I'm going to go back here real quick and look at what happened here. It looks like 45 sliding it right into the back end of the 014, and then he goes right into Jimmy. However, man, no caution, though. So, yeah, because it
I was
happened.
watching that. He broke way too late, and this track is too hot with 70 laps. Break that late.
Yep, looks like.
Like senior over. Stepped his pit stop there.
Oh.
It's not over yet, though.
It's not over yet. As long as you don't speed on pit road, it's not over.
No, it looks like Everett Lane's coming down. Looks like the rest of the group's coming down. Well, I say that, Anthony English made a liar out of me. So, you know.
Big group right here.
Yep. Everett Lane, Andy Bergante, Joe Thompson, Dwayne Corbett, Elliott.
Steve Rand.
Yep. Rick.
Wow.
Oh,
Anthony's
Rick
still
slid his
staying
box
out.
a little bit. Oh, you got to back up just the tiniest bit.
See, Anthony, Mark, and James Mayer did not come down. So,
Ooh, they're gonna lose some. They're gonna lose some here because
Mhm.
they're kind of. This is gonna be interesting.
Like they got it. I would imagine they have to go now.
yeah, they're going to have to come down
You
this
have to go down.
time. Yeah. Everybody else has already pitted. You've got to come down now.
There they go.
Yep, here comes Anthony, here comes Mark, here comes James or Jim. I know him by James, y'all know him by Jim, so
So-called James.
well, I had an uncle Jim. We called him Jim because his name was James. And between my dad's side and my mom's side, there was 9,000 Jameses. So, you know, we just called him Uncle Jim just to kind of keep everybody, you know. Yeah, so I know James Mayer by James Mayer. I don't know him by Jim. So
Mark Mann had a really good style there.
yep.
There you go.
Here comes
There you go, Mark.
Here comes the leaders, though.
They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose some here.
Mhm.
Got Everett coming.
Gabe Butler, Jimmy Reynolds.
It's gonna be really close.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're gonna blow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here goes
There-
Gabe.
Yep.
There's Adam. I told you, don't count Adam out, man. He's up there.
This is gonna be your main group here.
Gabe,
Anthony's
Jimmy, and
gonna lose
Adam.
some spots here.
If they can say nose to tail, they're gone. They're free round.
I don't know. I think Everett Lane and Andy Bergante is going to be able to catch the back end of Adam Kilday, Jimmy, and Gabe. So,
God, I hope Andy B can pull that 3 wins off in 1 week.
That'd be awesome for him.
Yup.
He has improved so much, guys. Like, I don't know how much people, the viewers, call it OP, but like Andy has been phenomenal.
no,
I don't know if he
Anthony.
went on-
No, Anthony did not.
started racing good. And he's just been great, like doing really. I can't. You're right, man. He is just the improvement.
It's been awesome.
No, Anthony English did not come up on the track too early from the pits. No, he did not. Talking to Ron Deal out there in chat. So,
Yeah.
I talk to Chad a
He
lot
would've
if
had
you
a
don't know.
penalty by now.
Yeah, he would have definitely had a penalty.
Yeah, he had a Talladega is way more. You can't. When you come off the pits in Talladega, you get into 1 and 2. Jeff will tell you, you cannot touch that yellow line at all.
Nope.
It's crazy how it, here you can go over it as long as the inside tires aren't over it. You're pretty much all right. But Talladega, it's
Very
I
careful.
don't get it. I don't get it.
So those outside tires at Talladega, if they just touch that line, you're in trouble.
The black spot,
Oh,
1 and 2.
oh man.
It's,
iRacing's weird. It's just weird.
It's got a mind of its own.
yeah.
It does. It does. That second long, they're formed up. We'll see what happens. I mean, we got
Yeah.
what, 12 laps left?
Yeah, Anthony English, Joe Thompson, Vicente, Dwayne, Mark, James, and
He's super smart.
that-
Just saving fuel off of Nick Wayne.
that is the 51 of Travis Elliott at the tail end of this second group.
Good old TJ, man. He's kind of an OP legend too. He's been around a long time. I actually known him for a long time. He's high school classmate of mine.
No.
Did not know that he was an OP for the longest time.
Who, Travis?
Yeah.
Wow.
Good dude.
Yeah. Travis has been with OP forever, and for the longest time he did not know that he was with OP, and I was like, oh crap, we went to school together, we graduated together, so.
Wow.
So, yeah, so me, him, and Zach Rich, another possible Hall of Famer
Yep.
in the future. We've all grew up together, went to school together. So Travis is that's a name that he could easily win.
Yeah. All right, 11 to go. It'll be 10 to go here at the line. Of course, under 10 to go. And these, the two drivers up here know it as well as I do. Under 10, all cautions are done by iRacing. The admins do not throw those regardless. So if iRacing deems it a yellow, well, it'll be a yellow. If iRacing deems it not a yellow, well, then guess what? It's not a yellow. So under 10 to go, and that's where we're at right now. It's 10 to go here tonight, coming down to the wire. Pit stops are done. I think they got some separation, but man, is these guys back here going to be able to catch? I don't.
They look like they were, but then
Yeah.
they moved up for a little bit. Looks like they're back in the line, but and there just ain't enough time left. I mean, but 9 laps. They're coming to 8 to go, but
they're coming to 9 to go here.
9.
Yep,
Okay.
9 to go. Yep.
Still plenty of time.
Yeah. Of course, all it takes, guys, you know it as well as I do, all it takes is a yellow.
A bad bump.
Yep. So,
A lot of these guys are on old tires, hot tires now. That one good right rear might bring up caution.
man, 132-degree track temp, guys. Golly. Whew. That's hot.
I'm almost glad that I had to work with.
Well, Junior, I know you was out there on the track here, so you know exactly what that track temp was like. So kind of give the fans out there real quick on what was it like down there on that surface here, the old surface with these track temps.
Honestly, it just felt like the traditional pumping engine that we usually run. Honestly, it felt normal. I mean, these guys run it every week.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I feel like these guys are good enough to judge it. They get out there, they run their practice laps. But, I don't know, whenever they get in the pack, they kind of get squirrely a little bit, and anything can happen.
Yeah.
You just never know. I don't know how to explain it. It's really hard to explain. It's just whenever you're out there, you run laps, you're with the pack, and then you got the side by side, and that's when kind of your anxiety kind of takes place a little bit. So
I feel like though, I mean, this could go green the rest of the way only because they're so spread out. And
I think it will.
I'm looking at this lead pack, and I feel like all these guys are in. There's no reason for them to kill each other to try to get to the front. The only one that is Andy, and I feel like he's going to be kind of stuck there because those other 4 guys are all run together, so they're not going to help him. But it would be cool to see him pull it off. I'll tell you that. But
Yeah, Gabe.
going on in the back there.
Now, Gabe Butler is, like I said, with the start here tonight, he's in it. So he's already got the win. So, start tonight, he's good to go. Jimmy Reynolds, though, is, I don't think he is actually going for.
Only getting enough races on Saturday. I think
Yeah, I don't think he's going for really any points or anything. So, Adam Kilday. Well, we know Adam. He's good to go. Everett Lane. Kind of looking at the points here, kind of see where everybody's at.
Right.
Everett.
Did we lose Junior?
I think we did lose him. Uh-oh.
Too much fun for him. curious to know. I'd love to know how much fuel Gabe and them have. I feel like they're gonna be close. But he's just been hanging out behind Nick, so.
I turned him up, so maybe you can hear him. Yeah, kind of keeping it out. 5 to go here. So and Gabe Butler just hanging out behind the 21 of Nick Ween. So I don't think Gabe's pushing the issue. Doesn't look like Jimmy, Adam, Everett, Andy. It doesn't look like these guys at the moment are pressing the issue any at all. I know these guys back here, though, still trying to get back up to Andy Brigante and company, but it's not quite working out here, Andrew. I don't think there's enough laps here for these guys to get up there.
And I'll tell you, Gabe is such a good guy, and all these guys, everybody likes him, so I feel like they're just going to, I mean, why would you not want to push the guy to a win? So I feel like they're going to be just content to where they are now. It's going on in the back here. I'm looking at them now, and they're still pretty much going to the outside a little bit.
Yeah,
here.
they are. Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to that group there and watch this.
Well, Anthony English, Mark Mann, James Mayer, and that's the 51 of Travis. They all moved to the outside, so looks like they're going to.
That's why Rick Seabrand's not in that group.
Rick's,
maybe he had an issue pitting.
Rick's all the way back in 17th by himself. Ooh.
Got somebody pitting here.
Yeah. Dave Hunt down pit road.
Another great guy.
Yeah.
Dave Hunt, man. I was just saying the other day, I have all the years I've been racing with Dave Hunt, I have never heard that guy mad ever.
I think it's hard to make Dave mad. I know Dave, like everybody else, has his moments. I get that. But
I never heard it.
Yeah.
I've been racing him for years.
It looks like Adam Kilday coming off of pit road. Whoa.
Oh, was he close on fuel?
Well, Gabe Butler.
Backpack. I didn't even notice. Oh, you got Jimmy coming in.
Wow.
Gabe's are not going to make it. I told you. I was curious to what they. Oh, that sucks.
Everett Lane.
But how close is everybody else?
Well, Everett Lane been out here 13 laps. That's 2 to go. Andy Brigante's been out here 13 laps with 2 to go.
Andy's been just stalking the back of that front pack.
I think.
I wonder if he saved enough.
I don't know. If he did, then Everett did too. I know Anthony English and these guys, Mark Mann, James Mayer. I know they. I know they have enough fuel.
I think Everett said he's going to pit here. I just heard something on the radio.
Okay.
Andy.
So what's Andy going to have to do?
Looks like, Nick's going to need fuel. I don't know. They're going to try to run it out, looks like.
You have no choice. White flag in the air this time by. You have no.
Oh my God, who's not gonna run out of fuel? That's the question here.
Yeah, you have got to go.
Everett's a good guy here, but man, I really want to see Andy do this. Come on.
You have got to go. Your white flag is in the air. There goes Andy to the outside.
Dustin's not going to help him.
No! Everett Lane.
I cannot believe this is happening right now.
Andy Brigante up for right here, folks.
I can't wait to interview him if he gets this.
Coming
he's have enough fuel.
Out. Oh, he's getting loose.
He's running out of fuel. He's out of fuel?
I don't think so. Everett Lane to the outside, door to door. Andy is going to win at the line. Wow.
Andy Brigante with the hat trick Monday, Wednesday, and now Saturday.
Dwayne Corbin going to come away with a P3. Anthony English in 4, James Mayer in 5th, but Andy Brigante with a win here tonight.
I am so proud of that guy, man.
I think he might have ran out of fuel, though.
It looked like he was. I think But I feel like so was
Man.
Everett.
Yeah,
so-
I think they were both out. Yeah, man. Oh,
Oh, that's
man.
great. He don't even have enough to do a burnout.
No.
So.
All right. Well, I'm going to get the top three up here in just a second. So let me kind of step away here real quick, grab the top three, folks, and we will be right back on Max Speed TV. All righty, folks, I have caught up with our top three here tonight. We're going to go ahead and pull him up here. The 9 of Dwayne Corbett here tonight, bringing in the music. And Dwayne, awesome job pulling in a P3, buddy. You started in 13th and somehow, some way, grabbed a P3, buddy. I got to say, that did come down to the wire here tonight. It looks like you did have just enough fuel to make it. Talk about it.
I thought I won. Dude, get the inspectors over there on pit lane and check their fuel lines, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, I thought I had that. I was like, why does it say 3? Yeah, that was tight. It was so tight, and we're just looking at our delta the whole time, and we're like, oh. Vicente was really struggling to pull a good delta, and I was at like 0.3, 0.4 laps left in my tank.
Wow.
Yeah, and I think Vince crossed with us, so he got lucky because he had like 0.2 gallons less than me, so. He saved it. He saved a lot, I guess, in that last lap.
Man, well, I mean, it all kind of worked out for you. And I know the last time we were here at the 08 of Daytona, it wasn't pretty. Tonight, a whole lot better than compared to the last time we was here. I know we had some yellows out here tonight, but it was nothing compared to, what we seen previously. I mean, we had pit stops out here tonight, a lot of side-by-side action, even, a few little mistakes on pit road, nothing too crazy, but we still had, some hiccups. But, overall, I got to say it was a great race. How was it for you really down there on the track, starting things off out here tonight, bud?
We were running pretty good, and then it seems like as soon as the cautions dry up is when I have damage that I'm trying to get fixed. So then that's frustrating, just going single file forever, hoping to get a caution to get some repairs and get my car back up to speed. But yeah, it wasn't the most exciting race.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know coming into tonight, you were kind of on the outside looking in. I'll go ahead and say it. You were in 22nd in the point standings. We got one more race in the regular season next week, Talladega. I mean, the opportunity is still there to Wayne. The win, you're in. Points wise, it's going to be tough. I think it still could be done, but going into Talladega next week, final race of the regular season, what do you got to do to accomplish getting into the top 16, buddy?
Ooh, I think just another top. Well, this third should help a lot, but I think just I think that puts me up to the drop week now. So I'll drop one of my worst races, and I think I finished like dead last with like 1 point. so, so anything is gonna bridge me a gap over nothing there. So I think if I can just get like another top 10, I'd be pretty good.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I guess we'll have to wait and see going into Talladega. You know, big wide track. How do you like it, or dislike it?
I like it better than bumpy Daytona. Yeah.
All righty, buddy. Well, awesome job out here tonight on a P3, man. You did what you had to do to survive the I wouldn't say the carnage, but, you know, there wasn't, I guess you could say a whole lot of carnage out there. It was more of the fuel strategy out there here tonight. You did what you had to do to survive, not running out, and, you know, make it across the line there for third, buddy. I know you got a few final thoughts, shout-outs, thanks you want to get before you go celebrate, so I'll turn the mic back over to you, bud.
Yeah, man, thanks again for putting this on for us. You do a great job. We love listening to you. Shout out to my team and their help tonight. So I had Vicente. Vicente's finally back. 2 positions behind me, it looked like. So he did pretty good. Josh Ball, I think he went a lap down. KILDAY, I'm not sure where KILDAY finished, but those 2 were doing great all night until they got destroyed.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Shout out to my wife for putting up with me in here doing this. And then shout out to my mom. Love you, Mom. And that's it.
All righty, Dwayne, we'll go celebrate your third out here tonight, buddy. We will see you next week for the regular season finale at Talladega, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Yep, thank you, bud. All right, well, that is going to bring us to our P2 finisher here tonight. What a run. What a final lap there by this man, the 24 of Everett Lane, buddy. I'm going to pretty much run down the same as, you know, I did for Dwayne here. But, you know, you started back in 12th. You finished second. You managed to lead a couple of laps out here tonight. And I'm sure you were screaming on fumes there at the end. But talk about the runs out here tonight. And, you know, of course, the final battle there, you know, with, you know, Andy Bergeron coming out of the stripe.
Yeah, the runs were great tonight on the high line. That seemed like the spot to be, was up top. It was really fast up there when we all got together. 4 or 5 trucks up there ran well, but then it looked like everybody kind of joined together and was a single file there for a long time. That was a fast line around. Made some killer pit stops tonight on the green when we had to. Would have liked to have seen a few more green flag pit stops. Teammates were sitting pretty good there. We were all sitting pretty good there. Gabe was up front. Jimmy was there. But when you run up front, it eats up the fuel. So they had to pit and left me out there by myself. I was saving the whole time. And I was going to pit with Gabe, and then but Gabe told me, stay out, go ahead and stay out, try it. So I tried it. And if you listen to the engine, it sputters about maybe 25 feet before the white line on the track for the checkered. Dustin gave me a good shot, but it was running out of gas, and I just couldn't get pulled by him.
Oh, man. Yeah, I seen the shot that the 81, you know, gave you there. But, hey, you cannot complain with, you know, the way everything kind of, you know, panned out here at the end. I mean, it was a, you know, a nail-biter here with Andy Bergeron to the line. I mean, you had to do what you had to do. Gabe told you to stay out. You stayed out. And I got to say, overall, it worked out for you.
Yes, it did, Joshua. It worked out really well. We got a second place. Ran good tonight. I was really happy the way I ran. Kept the vehicle up front. You know, boot knockers were up front all night long. Would have liked to have pulled off a win for us, but just ran out of fuel just a little bit before that line.
Yeah, hey, you did what you had to do, and you know I hated that you know ran out of fuel when you did, but you know hey, a P2 finish, not too shabby there. You know one more race, you know in the in the regular season next week. I was trying to go through our points here to see kind of where you were at, and I think you're.
I'm not in the points. I don't think. Josh.
I don't.
I'm just running Saturday nights to have some fun with these
okay.
guys.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just running Saturday nights to have fun. Had a ball tonight. Really had a lot of fun tonight. It's good running with these guys. It was a lot of fun tonight.
Well, next week, Talladega regular season finale. I know you've got some, some, friends that, that you've made out here that you're going to probably, be running with. So, going into Talladega, how do you feel about it?
Pretty good. I love that track. We got a lot of room up there. You get 3 or 4 wide there, especially coming to the checker flag. Like to be around at the end next week, get another good run like we had tonight, and run up front with the boot knockers all night next week will be great.
All righty, Everett. Well, awesome job, P2, out here tonight. You did what you had to do. You stayed out, like I said. So, and Gabe told you to do so, and you listened. So, and it worked out. I guess from now on, you're going to be listening to Gabe.
Oh yeah, everybody knows. You watch that 88 truck, car, whatever he runs in, it's always up front. So it's good to listen to him.
Yeah.
Good teacher.
Yeah. So, awesome job out here tonight. Final thought, shout out, thanks for again before you go celebrate your P2, bud.
Oh, I just want to thank you, everything you do up there, Joshua, all the admins over here, the race here tonight, and my teammates, Jimmy and Gabe tonight, and my wife. That'd be about all.
All righty, Everett. We'll go celebrate your P2 out here tonight, buddy. We'll see you next week.
All right, Joshua. Take care, bud.
You too, bud. All right, well, that is going to bring us to our winner out here tonight. He has pulled the 3-race sweep Monday, Wednesday, and tonight. Andy Brigante, you led the most important lap out here tonight.
I tell you what, that's right, Josh. Starting to wonder.
You led one lap, and that was the final lap. And I know you and Everett was fighting there at the end. I think both of you. I know he said he kind of ran out of fuel. I would imagine you did too at some point.
I think I had enough to finish. I didn't have enough to get around again though.
Oh man, well
I think that's what did it. That's what got me to win. Was I had a little bit more than I ever had, not much, but just enough.
So if y'all would have ran out, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it out here, and if y'all would have ran out of fuel at the exact same time, it probably would have been the first person who coasted across the line, wouldn't
Right,
it?
Exactly. Get out of the truck and start running.
Oh, yeah. Well, man, I got to say, it was an awesome race out here tonight. A lot better than the last time we was here. I know the last time we were here at the 08 of Daytona, we had 16 yellows. Tonight, I don't even think we got nowhere near that. No, we had 6. 6 cautions.
That's a lot better.
Yeah,
A lot better than last time.
We had green flag pit stops. We had some hiccups on pit road. Kind of talk about the race out here tonight real quick, Andy.
I kind of just did what I normally do, stay around the back for a while, hoping, to stay clean, not getting any trouble. And just kind of took 4 tires every pit stop to stay keeping the back. And for some reason, every other pit stop or so, I'd end up in 10th. So I was like, how did I get up here? So trying to make my way back again and just kind of take it easy. And everyone's, trying to get a fuel run. And it just worked out at the end that I had just enough.
Yeah, and I got to say, it was just enough to definitely get you up there for sure. And you didn't have enough to do any burnouts.
No, I didn't have enough to get around to the pit road even.
Wow.
Dave had to push me around. Yeah.
Man, well, yeah, I know we're going into the next week the regular season finale at Talladega next week. And you were hanging back out there in 23rd. So, this win tonight's definitely going to help you going into next week. I know with next week, it'll be your 8th start. I know you don't have a win yet, but, of course, that can all change next week, and we don't know how the points are going to stack up yet. But, Talladega, that's a big track. It's wide. A lot of things can happen. Pit road, a lot of mistakes can happen at pit road as well. So, going into Talladega, regular season finale, buddy, and knowing you still can make it in, what's the mindset like?
Well, I'm definitely going to drive this Toyota. I normally drive the Chevy. I don't know if you've noticed, but I
Yeah.
changed over to this Toyota car, this truck, and I don't know. I've had good luck with it, so I'm just sticking with it.
Okay. All right.
Good luck, Toyota here. Seems to run well, so I'm gonna stay with it. Yeah, just kind of do the same thing I always do. Kind of creep around the back, wait till it's time to go,
And
move to the front.
go.
Yep.
And then go when you have to go. Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
Go when it's time to go.
Well, I know next week, you know, that track is 2.66 miles long, and I know fuel, you know, it could come down to either tires are not going to be a problem. It's always cautions and fuel. So
Right.
it's going to be one of the two, or it could be a combination of both, or it could just be fuel. You know, Talladega is real finicky, you know, when it comes to, you know, you guys could go in there and run it green to checkered, you know? So,
Yeah.
we don't know.
Especially if we get spread out.
Yeah, and that could be a possibility, too. Green flag pit stop spreads everybody out. You got a couple of packs here and there. A lot could happen next week.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, all right.
Definitely.
Well, let's hopefully the nerves don't get to, you know, you or, you know, everybody else. You
Exactly.
know?
I'm good to go.
You're
I'm
good to go. All righty. Well, awesome
Ready.
job. Awesome win. Awesome sweep.
Thank
you.
you.
Know, Monday,
Thank you.
Wednesday, and then now tonight. So, hey, 3 wins this week. Awesome job, buddy, on that. I know you've probably got a few final thought shout-outs, thanks you want to give before you go celebrate your victory out here tonight. So, I'll turn the mic back over to you, buddy.
I just want to thank you guys for doing the broadcast, and thanks everybody that runs the league. I know they do a lot of work, so thanks to them. And of course, like always, thank my wife for letting me do this, not complain about where I'm at for 3 hours. So I gotta thank her for that.
All right. So
Keep my dinner warm.
Oh, yeah, right. All right. Well, it looks like Rondell out there saying, tell Andy, he said congrats. So it looks
Thank
like
you, Ron.
you've got some congratulations out there as well. So, awesome job, Andy. Go celebrate your victory out here tonight. Rest up next week, Talladega, buddy. Regular season
Yes,
finale.
sir. Ready for it.
All righty. Go celebrate, bud.
Thanks, Josh.
See
Thanks,
ya.
Josh.
Thank you, bud. All right, Andy Bergeron with the win out here tonight and the 3-race sweep this week, Monday, Wednesday, and tonight. We're going to jump down here to the unofficial results because Penny getting admin stuff because, you know, the points and stuff have not been updated yet. So, with that being said, Andy Bergeron with a win out here tonight. Congratulations on the win by Andy Bergeron. Everett Lane, they're in a very close second because, you know, him and Andy was right there on the fumes and fuel. I know the 81 gave that 24 a shove, but that just was not enough. And, hey, can't complain, Everett. There. Yeah, finishing third. Dwayne Corbett rolling up through here, finishing third. Anthony English in 4, James Mayer 5th, Joe Thompson 6th, Vicente 7th, 4 Sparks in 8th, Christopher Jordan in 9th, and Mark Mann rounding out the top 10. Rick Seabrands at 11th, Gabe Butler 12th, Jimmy Reynolds 13th, Adam Kilday 14th, Dave Hunt 15th, Andrew Zanto 16th, Travis Elliott 17th, Dustin Loxton 18th, Jeff Crosby Sr. 19th, and Nick Wing in 20th. Harold Rothery 21st, Jerry Bergeron, our sponsor out here tonight. A big shout out to Jerry sponsoring tonight's race. I know it's not the race he wanted, but hey, big shout out to you, Jerry, sponsoring tonight's race, finishing 22nd. Jesse Meyer, 23rd. David O, 24th. Josh Ball, 25th. Joseph Holder, 26th. Jeff Crosby Jr., 27th. Tristan Perrine, 28th. Robert Hooligan, 29th. Vinny Mast is 30th. S.E. Martin, 31st. Ryan Whitaker, 32nd. And Ron Walters rounding out here in 33rd. But again, our winner out here tonight is going to be the 13 of Andy Bergeron, bringing it home into victory lane. Tomorrow night, CFM right here on MaxspeedTV, 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned for that. Getting down to the wire as well. Let me go ahead and see real quickly if I can go ahead and pull up that schedule for everybody. Tomorrow night will be the first round of the top 16 playoff. The Spinal Cord Injury Awareness 200 presented by Bubba Winningham. Tomorrow night, Daytona, 80 laps. You don't want to miss it. 2 races in the round of 16. So going to be a very close battle indeed. It's going to be interesting to see who makes it into the top 8 drivers after the 2 races are there. So tomorrow night, 8:45 Eastern, 7:45 Central. Right here on MaxspeedTV, CFM, Checker Flag Motorsports Speedway Monkeys. Right here. But until next time, stay safe, folks. Thank you all again for tuning in here tonight, and have a good night.